Hey guys, and welcome back to Fringe Friday. I am Carmen, and today we are watching season 1, episode 8 of Fringe. I am super excited because the way the last episode left off, the mystery has, well, mystery's been here the whole time, but an ongoing mystery. What is Little Hill? Who the hell is Loeb really? Who is he working for? Is he working, or him and his wife working alone? We got more interesting stuff with Peter and Walter. We got Olivia and an ex and just lots of stuff. So I'm going to stop rambling at you guys. I cannot wait to watch this. Let's get right into it. Also, yes, my hair is now pink to address the elephant in the room. Was he just writing music?
I thought we talked about this. You know, about taking a break from the music.
What is it?
I don't know. Let's see.
I have watched a lot of Criminal Minds. You cannot trust hitchhikers. I am sorry, but you cannot.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I can't say the same for my car. It just kind of shuddered and then stopped, and my phone's dead.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
I don't trust her.
I need a tow.
You don't have to get out of your car to make a phone call.
Transmission's dry.
Is the car gonna kill him?
Some kind of electrical short.
No. Is he being hypnotized? He's being hypnotized. Or, subliminal messaged, right?
Okay, easy. Didn't mean to scare you. Yeah,
Okay.
listen, sorry it took so long.
Where's the cars? And his son?
Ben?
Okay. Is it just me, or did that lady seem like she might have been from a different time period? 1. 2, subliminal messages hidden in the lights. Is that right? Or maybe hypnotized? What do they want with the little boy? Was he actually writing music notes? Was he writing something else? I mean, it was music notes, but like maybe it was...
This is not the first time this has happened.
Ah!
So what happened to the other victims?
The first was found wandering the shoulder of I-91 near Northampton. The second in the supermarket, curled up in the freezer bin.
Meaning what? They would let go?
But not before whatever been done to them drove them insane. 2 weeks after she was found, one of the victims actually tried to lobotomize herself using a butter knife.
Ah!
They're all academics. A probability theorist.
The little boy is like a prodigy.
A 10-year-old kid really doesn't fit the bill.
But other than that, the details surrounding his disappearance are identical to the others.
Peculiar flashing lights. Green, 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 red. Like Christmas lights.
How does he know that?
I don't know.
Was he taken? Was he taken? Did he just know what's going on, or was he taken?
In fact, we think that the same woman may be involved in a number of other abductions.
Yes.
Has this happened before?
Mm-hmm.
Why would anyone want to take my son?
That's what they need to ask you.
And another, they were all academics. Experts in various fields.
He was a musical prodigy, right?
Ben is kind of an expert himself. 9 months ago.
I know. That's when the pattern stuff started happening, right?
And they were hit in a crosswalk. Abby was killed. Doctors told me they didn't know Ben was going to make it either. And when he woke up, it's easier if I just show you.
He was like, he could do music stuff.
This is the day I took him home from the hospital.
Let me guess, he never taken a music lesson before? Never taken?
Before this, he had never taken a single lesson.
I want to go home. I just want to see my dad.
Well, I have something better for you. There's someone else here who would very much like to see you.
Who?
I want to see my dad!
Oh, well, your mother will be very disappointed to hear that.
My mom's dead.
Are you sure about that?
Is this part of how they're gonna make him go crazy?
I was hired to design a technology, an intricate pattern of flashing lights intended to create a suggestible state of hypnosis.
U.S. government had you working on mind control?
No, not the government. It was an advertising agency. They hoped to broadcast
Subliminal messages.
so that the viewers would have no choice but to buy their products.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let me demonstrate. Come.
Okay. You're
What do you want me
gonna
to do?
Just
hypnotize him?
stare at the lights.
Or suggest something?
Sorry, Walter. Better luck next time.
What's up, Chachi?
Did you do this to me?
You did.
It worked.
Through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the field we go.
Hey, what the hell's he doing?
I have it!
Okay.
Christmas, leading to Christmas carols, which leads naturally to dashing through the snow.
Yeah.
Inevitably leads one to Dash.
To Dash?
Dashiell Kim. The man who mentioned the lights to me, I'm sure of it.
Can we talk to him?
Well, I guess that would depend on whether he has succeeded in killing himself or not. A fellow inmate of mine at St. Clair's Asylum.
Oh, of course. Because it makes them go crazy.
Says here Dashiell Kim is at 1027.
Yo, what's that?
Criminally insane with knowledge of state secrets.
Oh, so he can't be talked to.
Can't get in to talk to him without official clearance.
And how long will that take?
If we go through channels, 6 weeks minimum.
And if you don't go through channels? 6 weeks. Government is slow.
Hi, Bean.
Mom?
They're making him see what he wants to see.
Of course. I'd recognize his handiwork anywhere.
You mean he killed others?
His writing on the wall.
Actually, I was referring to the equation. Dashiell was obsessed with it.
He was obsessed with completing the music.
Take a look at this. See this function? It appears here, here, here. It just keeps on repeating over and over.
Yes, it's a recurring expression.
Or it's a rhythm.
Are you suggesting?
Convert that into standard musical notation.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Music is a mathematical language. Chords have numerical values, and the notes, quarters, 8/16ths, they're all just fractions, variables.
Okay, I took the oboe for 6 months and then quit.
Me. Except for I took nothing.
Sound familiar?
That's
Sounds
Ben's song.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're working on the same thing.
I saw you get hurt.
I don't understand either, but I do know that I'm here and that I've missed you so much, Bean. For me to stay, you have to do what this woman says.
So they're trying to figure out something, but they can't do it themselves, so they're getting these people to do it somehow. But they obviously aren't succeeding.
You're the agent who took him 3 months ago, aren't you?
Yes. And you should know Dr. Bishop is doing quite well. He's
Yeah.
been assisting us since he checked out.
He has no business being out among the rest of us.
He does.
And I'd like to help.
Would you?
I can't subject Dashiell to new faces right now.
Why?
Dr. Sumner, I'm here because a child's life may be in danger.
There may be a way we can work this out. I'll allow Walter Bishop to talk to Mr. Kim and ask your questions.
Why?
It might do Dashiell good to see a familiar face.
I don't know if I trust that guy.
I have noticed that you have a habit of referring to me as if I'm not in the room. Does anyone care what I think?
Yes, Walter. What do you want to do?
I'd rather not go.
Walter.
Olivia, he said no.
But
Incorrect. I said I'd rather not go,
he has to.
but I will. Every moment that passes is another moment that little boy's life is in danger. Isn't that correct? should go.
I just feel very proud of him for making that choice. Walter surprises me sometimes. He worries me sometimes too. I mean, I don't want him going back here either. Like, I don't like that doctor guy. I don't trust him.
Are you ready?
When you get out, we'll be right here.
Why can't one of them go with him though? You know? So this is Dashiell.
They altered your medication. Wouldn't surprise me. These medieval quacks are more proficient at phrenology than psychopharmacology. I miss your jokes. And I miss your stories. The one about the woman who took you away with the green and red lights. Where exactly did she take you?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Does he have something to do with it?
If you recognize the equation, do you not remember the woman with the red and green lights where she took you? I don't do math anymore!
Bishop, please.
No, I need to know where she took you down.
That's enough.
You can't do that.
You
He's...
sedated him. Walter is legally in my custody.
Yeah.
Not only do I have every right to hold him,
He-
I have a responsibility to hold him. He accosted Mr. Kim.
You orchestrated this.
He's under our supervision.
Perhaps that's what compounded the problem.
Meaning what?
Meaning you took him out of their supervision, so fuck you.
It is clear that exposing him to the pressures of criminal investigation.
No. This guy is a... Fuck this guy. I don't believe this guy at all. Do not trust you.
After some of the things I've seen in the last 3 months, Walter strikes me as being one of the sanest people I know.
Walter Bishop is assisting us in a criminal investigation, which you are currently obstructing. So either you release him
Thank
into
you.
custody, or I will get a court order.
Arrest him. Arrest him. You can't... I fucking hate... I'm so mad. I'm so mad, you guys.
Welcome back, Walter.
No, you know what? I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with this. I'm getting upset. I'm not gonna cry.
I can't. I don't know how it ends. Mom?
No, please, I don't want to go away.
Well, that's up to Ben, isn't it?
Stop! What are you doing to her?
If you lose her again, you'll only have yourself to blame.
That is so fucked up.
I need to know about the woman where she took you.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. She promised me things. But when I couldn't solve the equation,
She took them away.
she took it away. It was all a lie. None of it was real.
Where were you really?
A dungeon in a red castle. It was just a dream.
Dungeon in a red castle. A brick house?
My personal assessment is that he's safer with me than he is with you. But yesterday when I saw him come through that door, I saw him change. He was afraid.
Mm-hmm. That
You're saying that I somehow managed to intentionally harm him.
Yes. I think so.
I'm going to petition the state to have him removed from your custody.
Dude, fuck you.
Walter is a danger.
You're a danger.
And I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Because you may think you know what he's capable of, but you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Are you threatening me?
Yes. Do you understand a threat when you hear one? Fucking idiot. I have a great disdain for this guy, you guys. Sorry.
Dashiell went on and on like an incoherent loon. Son, is that what it's like to talk to me?
Let's go home.
Oh, gosh.
He just said the guy was babbling on, talking about red castles and dungeons.
You know, he did what he could.
Look in front of you. Look.
If any red castles appear, I'll let you know.
There's one right in front of your face, hun. Look. Yeah, turn around. This looks like where they were.
Oh my God.
Wait, where is she though? Charlie?
Stop! Put your hands in the air!
Oh, fuck.
She was just there.
Is the little boy okay?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I need space. Sorry to spring this on you so suddenly, but these quarters are very cramped.
That's not a problem. You know, what you did by going back into that place was very, very brave, Walter.
Thank you, son.
I'm scared for Walter now, though. Of course she's involved with Loeb.
Where's the equation?
What are they trying to do?
Here we go.
What are we doing?
That's incredible.
Was he just able to put his hand through the metal? Is that what it did? I'm confused. I just need a second to collect my thoughts because this episode has a lot of things that I would like to discuss. So the first thing I want to talk about is Walter. And I felt so much for Walter in this episode that it's hard to articulate exactly what I want to say because I have a lot of feelings about Walter and the trauma that he's been through. And we're sort of getting even more of a glimpse now at what that trauma is and what it looks like. And I find it deeply upsetting. I don't know if, what's his name? Sumner. I don't know if Sumner is involved in the pattern. I don't know if Sumner is involved in that sort of way with everything that's going on. But I firmly believe that Sumner is a bad person. And I very much think that he should not be running St. Clair's. He should not be in charge of vulnerable people. And I really hate, as I'm sure you saw, with a passion, the way that he conducted himself in this episode. I hate that he used Walter caring and Walter trying to act out of compassion to manipulate the situation in order to try to bring Walter back to a place where he is very unhappy and he is not going forward in his recovery or anything. I think that he's a disgusting person, and I think that everybody in that facility deserves a lot better. And I really hate him. And as you saw, I got quite upset in this episode because he's trying to step over a line that I don't think that he deserves to step over. Like, Peter is there and he wants to watch over Walter. He wants Walter to be outside. He doesn't want him to be in that place anymore. And for this person, this piece of fucking shit, in my opinion, to do what he did is disgusting. And he's gonna petition the courts. Like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. I think that you're shitty. I think that you don't have anybody's best interests at heart. I don't know if you're involved in the pattern, but regardless of that, I think that you're a really shitty human being who takes advantage of people when they are very vulnerable, and that's disgusting. So, I don't even know, like Peter said, you saw, we the audience saw it too, you know, you see the change in Walter when he is back in that place, when he steps through the gate. And it's just, sorry you guys, I'm trying to do this without getting emotional, but it's just, it's really sad because he does get scared. And you know how, like, at the end of the day, you feel shitty, you feel whatever, scared, alone, all these things. You can at least trust usually the people that you're with or yourself. And Walter had to put himself in a position where he didn't trust the people around him, right? Because I think Sumner is bad news. And he can't even fully trust his own mind when he's in there because they give him these substances that alter it. And not, I know that he like self-medicates to an extent when he's out, but that's a choice that he's making. When he's in there and they shoot him full of this medication, that's not a choice that he's making. We don't know the full story, obviously. There is more to unpack from Walter's time at St. Clair's, but it breaks my heart to see the fear that came over him, and it makes me happy to see that when Peter saw the fear, his instinct was to protect, you know? Like, he didn't want him to go back into that place anyway. He was trying to protect Walter, and Walter was trying to protect the little boy, and like, I'm just worried for like where he's put himself mentally because of that, you know? Like, I'm so proud that he chose to protect the little boy, and like, he did help. He saved him, and I hope that that's gonna be of some comfort to him. I think that this episode really upsets me too, because they said in the beginning, or Peter said, that he didn't want Walter to go to the place that made him like this or something like that in the first place, which we don't know, because this is the only version of Walter that we've ever met, how different he is from the guy that Peter grew up with, right? And so that tidbit sort of tells us that he is quite different. And I don't know, that makes me sad. That makes me sad that he was, it makes me sad because I just think of, I am a big proponent of therapy. Doctors, therapists, those sorts of people can be extremely helpful and extremely necessary. And I am not at all opposed to medication to help people deal with the mental health struggles that they are faced with. And so I don't want this to come across as me being like against doctors or medicine or anything like that. I think open and honest conversations regarding mental health are extremely important, and I think that mental health is just as important as physical health, and there should be no stigma attached to trying to get help for the things that you need help for. You know, I think that there's shouldn't be a thing. If I have a broken ankle, I go to the doctor and they help me. If there's something going on mentally, I should be able to go to a doctor and they help me, and it should be the same. So I really don't want this, I don't want you to get that confused. That being said, as I told you guys before, I have seen firsthand it's hard because I don't want to say anything out of turn, you know, and I don't want to be misunderstood. But I've seen places similar to this firsthand. I have not been in them. I have watched family members and people I love deeply be in the same position that Walter is in. I have sort of been Peter, right? Minus the actually having to take on that responsibility. But I've been the person on the outside, right? And I can say from those experiences that there's a lot of work to be done in that area, in this country, in regards to mental health. And I think that there's a lot that can be improved upon and a lot that could be bettered. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of times places like St. Clair's are the perfect breeding ground or attraction for people like Sumner, right? That's his name, who I don't think have people's best interest at heart. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to go too much into it, but it breaks my heart. The situation that Walter's in and the situation that people have been in real life before, where they need help and they're not getting help. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. I gotta move on. Moving on from that topic, I also, well, not moving on too far, I loved Peter telling Walter that he was very brave for what he had done, and it's just a really nice dynamic to see Peter taking care of Walter. And I really love the sort of continuing to unravel, the furthering and the depth of their relationship. Each episode we sort of turn a page, unravel a piece, delve further into their history and their present, and we see caring and concern and love on both sides, and it's just very much captivated me so far. So I would love to continue to further explore this dynamic and this relationship, and I think it's going to make me cry more in the future, but I am here for it. In conclusion, to the Walter, Peter, Sumner section of this episode, my thoughts are very succinctly, fuck Sumner, I hate that piece of shit. I'm sorry, that might have been too harsh. I'm not going to take it back because that is currently how I feel given the information that I have at present time. 2, I love Walter and Peter, and I just love them, and I feel very protective of them, I guess, already. And I honestly feel really bad for Dashiell. I think that I just worry that of what has happened to him while he's been in this place too, you know? I wonder why Walter saw himself. Food for thought. I'm very happy that they found the little boy and that there was a happy ending. I was a little bit worried because I get stressed about whether or not he was going to do something bad or something bad was going to happen, but the episode ended, so I'm going to take that as like everything is fine. Him and his dad are going to go live a happy life where he will probably get lots of therapy that will be needed, and that's that. I am curious as to how all of these people, like Dashiell and the little boy, came across the equation in the first place. Like, the dad said that the little boy just started doing it after he got hit by the car and his mom died, and we don't know what caused Dashiell to start doing the equation. So I would be interested to sort of try to uncover that and figure out how they all encountered it. I don't think they answered that in the episode. If they did, fucking missed it. But let me know down below if I just missed it, but I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about in this episode is Loeb and the equation. Joanne is no longer relevant because he killed her. But did I misunderstand? Or, I'm just gonna put this down. Or is what happened that they put the apple in, they put the thingies on, they put the equation in, and he stuck his hand through the metal of the other side and took the apple out? Is that what happened? Because, like, I guess that's cool, but is it worth murdering people over? Is it worth all of this? Like, maybe when I edit this, I will see that they did something entirely more impressive than that. But, like, I guess if you want to be able to steal something and the thing remain locked so people don't really know how you did it, or if you want to, like, break in somewhere, kill somebody, or do something, like, I guess it's useful in that. But not that walking through walls or sticking your hand through pure metal or whatever isn't impressive, but it's just like, after everything that we've seen on this show, I would think that it would be something more impressive than that. I don't know. Like, they can literally bring people back from the dead. Not like forever, but they can have conversations with dead people. I feel like that's more impressive. I don't know. I guess it depends, again, on how they're going to use it to the level of impressive that is. But Little Hill. Does this have to do with Little Hill? Is Little Hill a place that they're trying to break into that has a lot more information and lots more pattern-like weird shit? Because then that is a pretty useful thing. I still don't really think that it's worth, like, murdering and stuff over, but, you know, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I don't know if it pertains to Little Hill. I don't know if it pertains to Mr. Jones, aka Anderson Dawes, aka Jared Harris. I don't know what is happening. And I don't know what the pattern is, and I don't know if all of this is just humanity, and I don't know. There's a lots of things. There are a lot of things that I do not know. Like for instance, the subliminal messages, the hypnosis sorts of things. Like, I know that, at least I feel like there was definitely an episode of X-Files regarding subliminal messaging in, like, something. I think there was an episode of The Pretender with subliminal messaging. I know that this is a very big, like, science fiction thing. I think that it actually is real, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Don't believe me. I don't know. What do I know? I know that I loved this episode. I know that I cannot wait to see the next episode. And that is all I need to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. Literally no pressure though. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can also watch my entire full-length reaction to this episode as well as every episode of Fringe so far over on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. Over there, you can also watch the next episode right now if you're on YouTube. Anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you next Friday for more Fringe. Until then, bye guys!